What's generally considered sexy but a turn off for you? Being called daddy. When I was single and doing the bar scene, I picked up this one girl and went back to her place. While she was on top, she started calling me daddy. In seconds I went from Washington Monument to pushing rope. It was uncanny. My Phil calls my Mill mommy. When my wife and I were visiting and stayed in the guest room, we heard him saying, "Yeah, mommy," and my wife recoiled and whimpered as we both stared at the ceiling in horror and discomfort. Anything involving water which acts anti-lube. Porn where pizza is involved. What a waste of good pizza. Big dicks. Destroy me is a term used loosely and it really shouldn't be. Use lube, kids. Childish voices. Don't call me daddy unless you want me to go out for milk and not come back for 18 years. Long nails just creep me out. Trout pout. I don't understand the heavy drawn on eyebrows thing. Is that from a particular culture or subculture? Kardashian, Jenner butts. Does anyone like fake hip and ass cheek implants? Licking in my ear. I have psoriasis. Please stop. Those dreadful, trout lips, that are so fashionable these days. Ghastly beyond belief. High voice, cutesy, baby voice and mannerisms. I like full-grown women who know what they're about. Incest porn. Daddy, LG, I just find it weird and creepy. I don't like the waxed Hollywood view of men that they should all be perfectly hairless. Obviously choosing what a person does with their own body hair is entirely their choice, but the hairless thing doesn't do anything for me at all. Siblings. Why? I know the question wasn't porn, but I immediately thought of a common porn move. When dudes slap the girl's face with their dick. Or even worse, put it in her mouth at an angle so it's just kinda poking the inside of her cheek. What the fuck is that? It looks stupid. I'm sure it feels stupid. Just fucking stop. Ginormous tits. Like the kind that'll knock you unconscious if you get whacked upside the head with them. I gotta be able to manage those things. A lot of women like a big muscular body, but it's a no from me. I'm turned on by the average man's body. Too much muscle. Especially if veiny. In both men and women. Grotesquely large cock or boobs. Too thin. When she's biting me. That kinda hurt, man. I don't know if this is a generally common mainstream thing. But I've experienced it with so many women I've hooked up with or dated. That it feels like some kinda new norm. Graphically talking about the sex acts you did with another partner. Don't get me wrong. I understand everyone has a past and I don't judge. But it's a massive turn off for me just cause. I don't want to imagine the last guy you hooked up with going balls deep inside you. Same energy as, I know everyone shits. That's fine. But I still do not want to hear an explicit description of the massive smelly turd that slid out of your anus last time you went to the toilet. Abnormal body proportions. The Kardashians. Rough and forced sex. Bitch, I already have to force myself out of bed to my shitty job. I don't want to force you to have sex with me either. Aggressiveness. Could we cuddle first then have sexy time? Most styles of hentai art, the proportions look weird. The positions are all overly contorted. And everyone's gushing fluids like a fire hydrant. Calling someone daddy. Ew. Just no. I legitimately feel after reading this thread that 90% of what we consider attractive to the opposite sex is literally just what our own gender tells us is attractive. Like it's always guys talking about muscles, beards, height, and money. But I've never had many girls comment on that with me or their BFS. I'm sure it goes the other way too, but I'm not a woman, so IDK. Point being, Kinda seems like you should just do you and find the person that's into what you are. Grotesquely large asses. If they are proportional, that is fine, but when a 100-pound woman looks like she had a toddler shoved down the back of her pants, I find it off-putting. Bunny suits and maids' outfits. Supposed to be super sexy, but I really don't care for them. Just wear something comfy and I'm happy. Ahigo. I don't care how beautiful the woman making the face is normally. It's not sexy. It makes them look like they have a developmental disorder. Which just isn't a turn-on for me. Men who posts photos of themselves naked. Never been aroused at all. Also dick pics. I don't understand what they want me to feel upon seeing their dicks. Like, yeah sure buddy, I know what a dick looks like. Google has tons of them. I'm a gay dude. And there is some obsessive fascination some people have with assholes. They are disgusting. Why? Most lingerie. Scratchy lace. Straps. Hooks. Clasps. I mean, a t-shirt and panties does more for me. Ass licking, rimming. Everyone tells me it's so cool, but I can't even imagine doing this or receiving from someone. I am 26. Not 15. A big butt. I ride a motorcycle. That shit causes a lot of air drag and gas ain't cheap. Boobs that are just too humongous. The duck face pose for photos, and all the Botox in the lips. That's horrible. Girls moaning too much during sex. At a certain point it's just grating and feels fake. Unfortunately. Has been a deal breaker more than once. High heels. Especially in bed. Long nails. 1/2, or longer. Fake nails at least have a certain aesthetic to them, but what are you doing with 2-inch long curved nails? And the natural ones. Super gross. They get all discolored. How do you even put your shoes on? Oversized boobs or booty. Obviously in NSFW drawings or animated porn. I just find it annoying and also more distracted how you'd go around with tits that may as well have gravity. Morning sex. I need a shit and your breath smells. I have a specific type. I like chunkier guys. I don't like big muscles. I like hugs, so I like cuddly guys. I am also not attracted to completely hairless guys. I also think a lot of bald guys are sexy. Had a crush on Jack Black for the longest time. I don't care about height. The only time height has been an issue is when an ex was insecure about being shorter than me and brought it up constantly. Huge turn off. Don't know if it's considered sexy, but so many women in porn have pierced tongues and it's so disturbing to me. I can't even look at it. Twerking. I mean, I get why, but it's the dumbest type of dancing I've ever seen. Strong jawlines on men. Excessively. Blindingly white teeth or super smooth and poreless looking skin on anyone over the age of 28. And below that equals too young for me. So not attractive anyway. Really most of what you'd see on Instagram or on TV. Feet. I fucking hate feet. The sexiest thing a woman can wear for me is a pair of socks. Feet. Not sure if they are generally considered sexy by most. But I never ever understood the appeal. Those super long nails so many girls have these days. Also, the super big fake butts. Choking like, girl, I just want to kiss you all over and *ck your titties not get you to a point of death. Fake boobs. Not a fan of plastic boobs. And #X200B. I prefer all natural. Small. Medium-sized. As long as they are natural. Not a fan of G-strings. I like to have more left to the imagination. Ahagayo face. You don't look sexy, you look damaged. Big gauge earrings. Like piercings with normal size is okay. But those huge ones are so bad to me. cheerleader or any other type of schoolchild uniform. People calling each other mommy or daddy. Gawk. You people are the reason that Freud's ghost is so powerful. The weird high-pitched baby talk stuff. This is something a lot of people find sexy, but for me dirty talking just kills the vibe. Biting and name-calling. Biting gets intense when you're in the heat of the moment. And no, I'm not calling my wife a whore or a slut. On the other hand though, we have other kinks, so it balances out. Duck lips. Twerking is an automatic turnoff. A woman who's dependent on a man or can't build IKEA furniture, and a man who can't, won't cook or clean. The future is now old men. Perfect teeth. It's creepy. They look like a robot. That being said, nasty teeth aren't attractive either. I just prefer a bit of character in your smile. Completely shaved pubic area. I like my man with a bit of hair. Eating as asterisk. Now this might be more of a weird one, but I just got out of high school a couple years ago. And for some weird reason every single person would claim they'd do it. I don't know why they'd even entertain the thought. But it always just made me gag. The whole daddy thing, like EU. Close up. Spread out vagina shots. I don't know why they're so popular on most post-nudes porn subs. They look gross. Nipple piercings. Rim job. Never had one, but the thought of putting your mouth anywhere near the region is appalling. I know some people like it. Different strokes for different folks. Muscles. Anything from huge, bulging, Arnold Schwarzenegger-like bodies to six-pack abs. I'm not turned off by a healthy body. But I think bulging muscles just make men look like animal balloons. And the popping veins are uncomfortable to look at. Having more subtle muscles, ones that look like they were gained doing intense yard work instead of sets at the gym, are much more attractive to me. I don't know, does that make sense? Veins skeptical smiley face. Anal. Men stripping, it looks really silly to me. I can only laugh. Daddy, little girl roleplay. Especially the little girl part. Not at all comfortable with grown women acting like little girls. I hate smoking cigarettes. Weed is fine though, but preferably not being smoked because it give of a terrible smell when burnt. The whole daddy thing. Just not for me. Don't want some women I'm about to have sex with calling me daddy. Instant boner killer. Fellatio. I admit my few experiences were lacking. But I just don't get the same feelings. It's worse in porn. I have to skip the sections where the woman is just giving a blow job. Twerking. I can't stand that shit. Guys with loads of muscles face with mask. People who think bodily fluids, poop, pee, blood, sexy. I mean, who gets off seeing someone of the opposite sex taking a dump or doing a golden shower. Man. Rule 34 can be a scary place to visit. Massive tits. I like medium ones. I am a balanced guy. Buff dudes that have rock hard abs and stuff. Sure, they might look alright in pics and shit, but they're not very comfortable to cuddle up with. I like cuddling up to chubbier guys 'cause they're so soft, warm and comfy. I wouldn't outright turn down a buff dude over it 'cause that's just mean and shallow, but when it comes to cuddles, chonky guys win. Very thin women are really not sexy to me. I love curves. I love people with extra fluff. Like a little more than a dad, mom bod. Why's everyone trying to get ripped? I want someone I can enjoy a good meal with. Guys with shirts 2 sizes too small. It makes my armpits uncomfortable just looking at them. Super long blow job faces. You know, the super suction while pulling away so it stretches the face. It's even worse in drawn media. I always thought it looked grotesque and like you're some sort of Beetlejuice character. Big tits. Messy blowjobs.